Hello to those who are here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I bought a new mic, which I hope works better than previous mics. It should cost a lot more. Hello, Inspector Morose. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. As I said, I bought a new mic. Hopefully it's working well, properly. I'm only drinking coffee. I had a drink earlier in the day, so just having a coffee. Don't want to go out. Oh great, that's good, thanks. Yeah, don't want to have too many drinks. I might have one later, but not during the live stream. Just me a live stream, just me staggering all over the place. Wouldn't be pretty, or wouldn't be pretty. I'm in the Morse Bar. Inspector Morose, I'm in the Morse Bar in the Randolph Hotel. Just once I get enough people on, I shall go for a wander around Oxford. And hopefully the live stream will work better than it used to through Twitch. Now I'm using the YouTube Live and it seems to be very good. And hopefully I'll live up to what happened before, how good it was before.
I'll tell you what, there's very few things in the world that are better than curry and fish curry. That is proper food. One of the best curries I've ever had is curry and fish curry.
Oh, hi Maria. It's lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely place, lovely atmosphere. Hope you enjoyed it, Maria. Just soaked in the atmosphere.
Actually, it's she has to have that her shoes because she's in Cleveland. So this is private.
Oh, that'll be nice, Maria. I hope you enjoy it. So on Monday, so that's 29th, that's the day I go back to Edinburgh. Until February, wow. Who are you staying with, Maria? Friends? Family?
probably a Land Rover private discussion that you and your nerds can talk about. I've got a mate of mine who's into Range Rovers and he's got some very good experience in the whole Range Rovers. You take it out. Back on one of those. They're called break out. Take it. So it's actually electric. Back on.
That's what Ahmed has.
Is that through Son of Sacrifice?
Oh, nice. That's nice, Maria.
So it's for a cat.
Ah, right. PhD, wow. That's a lot of work. Thank you, Thomas. See you soon. Need to hope to get more people to do the live stream. Give us some more time, see what happens. Only get 2 at the moment.
Hello, Shambles. There is a tap.
It's much better if you bring it out like.
You have to, maybe. Anybody's lovely. Now I'm a bit biased because I live there. It's a wonderful city.
It's a bit more right.
You're very welcome, Maria.
Cheers, heroes.
Thank you. I'm sure you'll love it. It's a great city.
Nothing special, nothing spicy.
Oh, not many people coming on.
Really?
Mowgli is a really nice thing. Near where last night. Was that Nolik one? Probably.
Chicken chips.
Can I ask one more person? Is it Longy? What are we doing with She's not mine. What's your name?
Looks like it's just you and me, Maria. Hopefully I get some more people before I move out of the Morse Bar.
Yes, please. And can we have
Can't get this phone to.
she's the next coordinator in the West End. Okay, cool.
Sorry about that.
Well, right now she reports to the geoscience.
Better.
Who reports to Nick, who reports to Brandon, or Mark Krause, who reports to Marcus. Like, we completely buried it.
Pictures of Joan.
No, because I was going to suggest something like well, the other person we were talking about, a coordinator for the Western Hemisphere.
Sorry, I was looking for restaurants.
It's a constant juggle.
Nando's.
It is. What do you know about?
I was just looking what's on top of the thing. I think so there's a pipe.
A bit more cheaper. They need to move to somewhere cheaper.
The last thing you want to be in US international. Because we're already at
So I took an unfortunate because they're not going to go to
He's not going to stop.
when I'm going to be with my boyfriends in the bar. No. Yeah, these are my London boyfriends.
Boy band.
That's what Jeff refers to all my friends. So he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing my boyfriend. And he was like, oh, yeah. But he just made me very, very happy.
Why did you buy new house?
No, he's buying a pressure washer kit to clean the gutters.
I love that.
Oh, I can't wait to
You can't do that. You can't do that in crutches.
No, we don't. He found a drone in our back tree, and
So there's go to YouTube.
well, I know
It's
it.
a drone that you access high pressure hose, and it goes up and washes your roof or your gutter or no, that's something else. But the other thing is that I've got made gymnastics. Just a long sucker on a and he goes along that.
that's worth it.
Camera on it. It looks along
So the clock is in the elbow on the second story, and we pulled the gutter out and sneaked it, but it's pouring rain in Houston right now, so I'm like, I'm not doing what the gutter's and then, of course, I knew.
But that's the same investment, guys. All that, because you blind a guy to clean your gutters. It's going to be every year, twice a year, for the rest of your life.
And it's really amazing. So you've got this very high
Yeah, and you got those trees there as well. You got those trees.
So I did that once.
Leaf
and
green
that-
or?
For us, you have to ask. But I
Only good.
Looks like my brother.
Just me and you, Maria. Lovely, thank you. Right, let's see if how good this is. The YouTube live. See the Ashmolean. Just you and me, Maria, looks like. Hopefully maybe some other people will join. Up to the Ashmolean. Yeah, pop in there tomorrow. Not sure what's on just now. I know there's oh, of course, this is Stanley Donwood exhibition of his work with Radiohead. I love Radiohead, the band. So I might go and see that, but depends how much they're charging. The sun hitting the roof there. The guided tour here. Quite late for a guided tour, I would have thought. But probably a good idea when it's a bit quieter to do a tour. Do. And of course the Randolph Hotel over there where I just come out of. Because it's no longer officially called the Randolph, but it'll always be the Randolph to me regarding because of its connection to Morse. So it'll never be anything but the Randolph to me. And I think a lot of other people as well, especially Morse fans. It'll never be anything but the Randolph Hotel. But yeah, the weather's lovely here in Oxford. Been very lucky so far. It's very mild. Chilly in the mornings, but hey ho. We're getting out of summer now into autumn. Oh. So I've got a wee message. It's a lovely sky. But it's worth doing this as well, as I can create a video from this and put it on my YouTube channel. Though it does, I think it does upload automatically once I'm finished to YouTube. So, but anyway, that lovely sky there. Yeah, but so far so good weather-wise. It's been really nice. I was hoping to have there's a friend who's also staying in Oxford, but unfortunately she's not feeling well, so she can't join us, which is a shame. But hey ho, life gets in the way of things you want to do. There's the Oxford Playhouse there. Went to see Abigail Thaw in a play there last year. We met her afterwards, had a lovely talk. You probably can't quite see, but right at the bottom of this road is Worcester College, which in the Morse universe is probably is best known for appearing in the Morse episode Deadly Slumber. At least people can watch this later at their leisure. Yeah. A lot of work going on here, not sure what. Maybe sandblasting? We come to what used to be called, I think, the Sackler Library, but no more because of the connections to slavery. I think they stopped calling it that. But this was used in the episode Music to Die For. I'll get a bit further back so you can see it before I get knocked down though. That'd be a bad end to the live stream, getting knocked over. Well, it might be a good end. Needs to be evidence of how I died. Knocked down by a train. But yeah, this was used in the good Lewis, the great episode of Lewis, Music to Die For. It was used in that. St. John Street. This street, and I forgot Is it John Street, I think? Is it just that little? But anyway, this street was never used properly. It was used in Endeavour very briefly. Well, the police car ran from one side of the street down a road in another street, but very briefly. Though we're coming to a few places that have been heavily used in the Morse universe, so we'll see them. This is a sort of tour. I took Kim on this tour and Leslie, and they liked it. So there's quite a few connections location-wise in this walk. I'm hoping the quality of the live stream is good. Looks good from my end, but that's always difficult to tell. Hopefully my new mic is doing a good job. I stopped buying the cheap ones because they just weren't working, so I paid a bit more. There was a sale on of this particular DJI company. They do drones and all that. Very good company, great things they make. So paid a bit more for one of their mics, and touch wood, it's working. Ooh. The sky's so lovely tonight, it really is. Oh, good, thank you. Whew, glad of that. It wasn't overly expensive. It was reduced from 50 to 35, I think it was. So yeah, I'm glad it's a good investment, because the cheap ones I think I bought about 3 cheap ones and none of them were any good. So yeah, it was worth investing. Thank you for that. Let me know. It's always good to know if it's working. So here we come to a very famous street over here, Pusey Street. And this is famous for one particular scene in the Endeavour pilot episode. It's at the end of the episode, and Endeavour's driving Thursday. They stop here, they put up prop traffic lights here, and that's a great emotional scene where Fred asks Morse, where do you see yourself in 20 years? So yeah, it was just filmed here. Prop traffic lights are there, and yeah, then because he's looking in the mirror and sees John Thaw, very emotional, and then the car comes out there. I love the morning and evening light in Oxford this time of the year. Yeah, it is just, I'm very lucky just now. I've only been here since yesterday, but the weather's been wonderful. And yeah, that night sky is just, yeah, that's just picturesque, isn't it? It really is. Oh, there's actually another location. Let me think. No, I'll keep going this way because there's quite a few things to show you up here. Whoops. This is a nice street though, as well. But thankfully Oxford's not been as busy as I've seen it before, but there's still a few tourists around, of course. But through the day, of course, the students are all ensconced in their colleges, so that makes it a bit quieter. So that's good. It's one reason I came at this time of the year, hoping it would be that bit quieter, walking around. Right, so we're coming up to Wellington Square. This has been used a few times in Lewis and Endeavour. I don't know, it was never used in the Morse series. It is a lovely city though. It's a lovely building there. I wonder if that's just been sandblasted. It looks too clean for how old the building is. I have to imagine that's been sandblasted recently. So what is this here? Really House, Department for Continuing Education. I don't see a date in that house over there, but that does look at least 1920, no, it must be even Edwardian, maybe Victorian, might be Edwardian, but I think it's probably pre-World War One, or sorry, post-World War One. But unusually there's no date on it. Normally these kind of buildings of this age have a date. I'm going to go and see if I can find one. It's very unusual they don't have a date. I'm not seeing one. No, nothing at all. No sign of a date at all. It's very unusual. It's a shame as well, because I always, these kind of buildings I like to know when they were built, but no, I'm not seeing any date at all. Was it somewhere at the, even no, I'm not even seeing anywhere up there either. Where's the date? Because normally you get the date just there. So hopefully they haven't removed it, which would be rather silly. No, I'm still not. Sorry, I'm just curious to when this was. Anyway, so that's Wellington Square Gardens in there. That was used in Endeavour episode where Thursday and Endeavour was sitting at the end of an episode, one of the later series, I think the final series. Can't remember the exact episode, but yeah, it was the end of an episode and they were sitting in there. They were sitting on a bench. It might have been that one, or they may have brought one of their own prop benches, which they do often. Because so many of the benches you see in Morse, Lewis, Endeavour, they're all props. They're not actually there, which is disappointing. Especially in Radcliffe Square, where there's Endeavour and Lewis. We'd have them sitting in Radcliffe Square on a bench, but the bench, as I said, was a prop. These are lovely buildings, but I think a lot of these, some are flats, but most of these are university owned. This one's again the Department of Continuing Education, this one. Yep, still the Department for Continuing Education. And now, which one we're trying to... No, here we go, number 13. This is where, in the episode Arcadia, Endeavour moves into his new flat. So he's supposed to be living down in the basement flat down there. Because internally it's a studio. But that's where Morse is supposed to stay in the Arcadia episode. It's down there. Remember him, he gets help from Jakes to move in. So yeah, that's it there, number 13, unlucky for some. And then, if I remember correctly, this is where Joan was supposed to live. And then Jim Strange comes to collect her to take her to the dance. Hi Maria, that's okay. Hello Rob, how are you? Jonah, Jenny, hi Jenny. I've just got back from 3 days. Oh, disappeared there. I don't know. Oh yeah, I just got back from 3 days at St Anne's. Nice. What was a nice lunch, Maria? They did a Morse course in that building. Oh really? Why wasn't I there teaching then? Oh, oh God, well, Anthony's a better teacher than me as far as Morse is concerned. Anthony's lovely. Yeah, they chose something well there. But I'm sure, I'm pretty almost 100, no, saying that though, I'm just said that, I was about to say 100% sure, but no, I don't actually. No, it was this one that Joe was supposed to live in. And then, of course, Jim drove up in the car to collect her. Yeah, I'm almost 99% sure it's number 15 that Joe was supposedly living in. So yeah, so that was the. It's a lovely square, this, it really is. Now, as I said, it was also used in the later episodes of Lewis. And this building here, and I forgot what this is, a university building, but I've forgotten what is it law? Or is it just offices, admin offices? Might be a sign. No. So this is what they used as external shots for the Lewis police headquarters. So this is where they would come out of and go down there. I'll show you the square from this. So yeah, this was behind me, as I said, that was used as the police quarters in the later episodes of Lewis. Oh yes, Jenny just said yes, thank you Jenny. Rob, stopped at the Randolph, you have to. A birthday present for my wife if you're, oh nice. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, Rob, that it's not of course called the Randolph anymore, it's changed hands, but for us Morse fans, it's always going to be the Randolph, always. So yeah, this is the University Administration and Services offices. But yeah, it's a good location to have the Lewis headquarters. And then we're down to Little Clarendon Street. That was briefly used in the episode, I think it was Entry Wounds in Lewis, where Lewis was over just there. It's changed hands now, it's a barber's, but it was a coffee shop there. It's like so many things, it's that closed down and changed into another barber's. So yeah, he's there. He buys a coffee. I think it was Entry Wounds now. Now I'm questioning myself, it might not have been Entry Wounds. But yeah, that's the only time that Little Clarendon Street was used. I'll just show you Little Clarendon Street. Lots of nice shops. But not cheap at all. Right. Yeah, I'll go down this way. We can see some other known Morse locations. So yeah, this is Little Clarendon Street. Anyway, hope you're all well. As I always say, not just physically but mentally as well. That's so important. You're not just one, you're both. And with Endeavour, they had another uni building as police station. Yes, but unfortunately, it's a bit too far to walk to that one. It's not overly far, but yes, it's about maybe. Let's think now. If I was to walk through Lemon Flag down towards it, it'd take about 15-20 minutes to get there. It's a beautiful city. Chuckles. Great name. It is a beautiful city. It really is. I always swither between what's my favourite city, Oxford or where I live, Edinburgh. It's a very close thing. But lots of nice shops here, Little Clarendon. I know. I'll just look back here now. You can see back as well. A bit more clouds as there was earlier, but that's okay. It's just almost dusk-like now. I'll be doing another. This is really more of a practice one to make sure A, the mic was working well, and B, that the YouTube Live was working as well as I thought it would. And so far it seems to be good. So I'll be doing a proper full Thursday stream, because normally, of course, on Thursday I do my stream when I'm at home. we're watching Downton Abbey on Thursdays. So yeah, this Thursday, usual time around 8 o'clock, I will do a live stream. Obviously we'll go somewhere a bit different. Haven't decided, I've got a few ideas, but of course by 8 o'clock it'll be a lot less light, but hopefully I can still. That's great, Rob, thank you. Oh, that's good news. Because I don't know if you were part of my previous live streams, and I was using Twitch app, but it was terrible. It kept not collapsing. It kept stopping, losing connections, etc. But yes, the YouTube app seems to be very good. But as I said, boringly as I said, the mic was my main, because people were saying the last few live streams that the sound was not good, so I'm glad it's working now. So yeah, we're coming up to, as you can see, I don't know if you can see the sign over there, Woodstock Road. There's a lovely church over there as well. Let's just go and have a little look at the church, actual walk through. It's a lovely little church. And for those who know me, you'll know what I'm going to say next as regards to churches. But I'm not religious in any stretch of the imagination. But I do love, I'll try and cross before I get knocked down again. I do love church architecture, and I do love church music as well. It's all rather strange, but yeah, I love visiting churches and cathedrals and the like. So this is St Giles Church we're coming to. It's a lovely, I just realised I tried to get in before, but sadly they locked the doors, which is really sad. It's a sad indictment of the world today. You have to lock church doors. When I was young, they were always open. It was just, I better not start, I'm going to start moaning about today's youth. Let's see, Edinburgh's great, been there a bunch of times. Families from, right, okay, Chuckles. Yeah, Edinburgh is never. So I mean, I've been in Edinburgh. I lived there for so many years, and I still find little places that I didn't realise were there. But it's very photographic, like Oxford. So what's this? This garden is a memorial to Eleanor Wood, who lived from 1913 to 1994, and the church warden of. She was the church warden of St Giles from 1986 to 1994. That's great, thank you, Rob. That's always good to know, thank you, because I always do worry, because as I said, when I was doing it before with Twitch, it just was, I had to always go to places where they had Wi-Fi to keep it connected, but I'm so happy about this. Maria, not sorry Chris, it's wonderful what you've done. Oh, thank you. But yeah, it's just, I need to find out when this is open so I can go in and have a look. Maybe go onto the website then and have a look and see when it's open. But it's such a shame you have to lock the church doors now. It really, as I say, I'm becoming a grumpy old man. Well, that's a nice shot, isn't it? That is lovely. Again, I love old cemeteries. I love visiting old cemeteries. I always feel sorry when I see some of the stones have fallen over, and sadly there's no family to have it re-erected. I always find that sad. There's a few where my mum and grandparents are interred, and sadly I want to go and try and lift the stones up and try and get them erect again. It's really sad that you think, sadly, there's no family around anymore to take care of them. But sadly that sometimes happens, that over time families move away, they can't get a chance to visit. But it's a shame. I wonder if that gate's closed. I'm just coming towards the gate and I wonder if it's closed. If it is, I need to go back. I'm too old to try and climb that wall. In my young days, I would have done that. I end up breaking a leg or something stupid. I'll see if it's opened. I'll just turn back so you can see the church between the trees. I wonder if these are... It's terrible, I'm an ecologist. But my knowledge of tree species... Is this yew trees? I don't think it is actually. Because as many of you will know, they used to grow yew trees in churchyards. Because that was... If the village was ever attacked, the town was attacked, that's where they would go. And then they would use yew trees for bow and arrows. No, I don't think that's yew, is it? Doesn't look right to me, but could someone tell me? Does anyone know what these are? I don't think it's even a gate. I'm sure you can cross there. I'm sure I can get out. I should get out no problem. Hey Rob, there's a really good map of the ox pens and a legal charter mounted in the wall of the Royal Mail building. Always reminds me of the Endeavour episode about the dodgy land deal. Oh right, what was that, the landsman problem? Remind me where the Royal Mail building, I'm trying to think what that is, Rob. It's ringing a small bell, but I'm trying to think where it is in Oxford. Right, let's see if I can get here without having to turn back, because I'm not climbing that wall. It's not very high, but I'm too old for that. Oh, what a wonderful noise. Oh, I love that. I love that noise. Not sure why, but I was so happy when it made that creaking noise. It's just something about that. An old church, an old graveyard, and a creaky gate. So hammer horror. Oh, I'm getting easily pleased in my old age. 2 minutes from the train station. Right, Rob. I think I know where it is. I think I know where it is. I must go and have a look then tomorrow. Or it's a good thing I'm here until Monday. I've got plenty of time to do things. Though I think tomorrow myself and my friend, so as I said, sadly she's not well. She had to go back to her digs, her little hotel. But we're planning to climb, no, that's to climb I suppose. We're planning to go up the University College St Mary of the Virgin Church. Go to the top of that. Fantastic views. It's where not just Morse, Lewis, Endeavour, but a lot of shows or films that are in Oxford, they'll go there to get a panoramic view of the skyline of Oxford. Wonderful view. I was in the Lamb and Flag earlier, actually. That's where I had a drink, and that's why I was like, oh, I better not have another drink in the Randolph. But yeah, it's good to see the Lamb and Flag up and running again. Still, I looked at we'll go past the Eagle and Child, but there's no change. Obviously there'll be change inside, but you can't. I tried to see if I can look inside, but there's no... Windows are all covered, so you can't see inside, sadly. But I'm sure there's a lot of progression. Because when was I here last? I think it was May. So I'm assuming that's what, May, June, July, August, September. So yeah, 4 months ago. So you imagine there's a lot of... They've progressed somewhat. But hopefully it'll be opened again next year. Have you ever been to the Varsity Club for the views? No, I haven't actually, no. Should I put that on my to-do list then? I don't know if you can see it, but that's the Lamb and Flag pub there. That was used probably most famously in the pilot episode of Endeavour, when Endeavour's walking past and decides to go in and have a pint. And then it was used again in... Oh God. It wasn't used internally. I think it was used externally in the episode. Was it Coda? I think it was Coda. When Jack Lasky leaves. I think it was that. And they met outside. They talked to Endeavour outside. Yeah, I'll put that on my to-do list. But it's good. Yeah, I'm here for, as I said, until Monday, so it'd be nice to find different things to do. And that's what I'm trying to do. And also, of course, to take lots of pictures and little videos to put on my social media. I refuse to use the word socials. My social media. So, oh, this is the Quaker house. Which was used in an Endeavour episode, but sadly I can't remember which one it was. Someone really needs to get in. But that's a Quaker house. So here we are coming up to the Eagle and Child. You can still see all. I'll just move out here, make sure no one's bike's going to hit me. You can still see all the scaffolding covers up. I like this now when they do this, when they hide the scaffolding behind big covers like this. It really is. Obviously, it's a lot prettier than looking at scaffolding. But yes, so of course we can't see any progress, but I'm sure there must be a lot, because I think it was in the Oxford Mail that it's next year. I think it's planning to get reopened. So, but you can see how much. Look at all the scaffolding. It's and all the. So it'd be nice to get back in there next year. Even at the back of the building there's a huge amount of scaffolding as well, so there's a lot of major work going on. But I do hope they try and maintain the feel of the pub. Hope we just don't rip every little thing out and replace it with modern crap. So yeah, here's a sign in lots of different languages, which is nice. The Eagle and Child is temporarily closed for refurbishment. We apologise for any inconvenience, but no date as to when. I think it said in the Oxford Mail we're hoping for next year. But as you see, we can't see in at all. We don't know what's going on. No, sadly we're not getting any indication of anything. So yeah, it'd be nice when I visit again next year that it'll be opened and I'll be able to have a drink in the Eagle and Child again. I'll tell you what, we'll go past we'll go down past the Lamb and Flag. It's a nice pub though. They do a nice cider as well, which is good. Fortunately I don't like beer or lager. Never managed to find one I like, but I do like a nice cider. Again, need to make sure I don't get run over by bikes or cars. So yeah, here's the lovely Lamb and Flag. So good that this reopened, because of course this was closed for quite some time. But thankfully, as you can see, it's a Tuesday and it's very busy, which is great to see. That's good to see how busy it is. The more it's busy, the more chance it'll be kept open. I know it was limited. I think it is still limited. Yes, it's Sunday to Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Thursday to Saturday, 11 to 12. So I think that's more hours than it, because I think when it originally reopened, it was very limited number of days and hours. But it looks like I think that's changed. You're not afraid of the traffic hitting you? Yes, I am. Very careful.
Right, like.
The one Oxford of bike than the car, I think. Of course, you can hire. I never will. I don't have the courage, or I'm too self-conscious. But I would like to try one of those electric scooters you can hire and scoot about. But no, I'd end up falling off, and that would be it. So we're coming down Lamb and Flag Passage. Yeah. So in the pilot episode, Endeavour come down here and then walk down there, and of course decided to go in for a pint. This lovely big tree here, which is amazing. Heaven knows how many years this has been here. I reckon a couple hundred years anyway, at least at minimum. And quite, you know what I'm happy with as well is the amount of how light it is. At least to me, it looks very light. You can see more than when I'm not looking at the camera. It's a lot darker. So again, the YouTube Live app seems to be. If you're getting the same sort of picture of me, because I look at the tree without and don't look at the phone, it looks dark or darkish. But you look at the picture on the phone, it looks like it's lit up. Are you getting that same look as well? Hope you are, because that'd be good. But yeah, it seems to make everything a bit brighter, which is really nice as well. Oh, you're really getting some autumnal colours coming through there as well now. Definitely summer has ended officially. No, I do love the colours of the autumn though. It really, that is lovely. I'm not sure what this building is. Can't see any. What would that be? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I can see lots of maybe flats. Actually, I can see lots of buzzers over there at the door. So maybe flats. I'll get lots of bikes. I said. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, so we'll go down to where, again, another place where Joan lived when she invited Endeavour into the house, and of course nothing happened. Let's see, Rob, the Tough Tavern doesn't have any of those in the no, it doesn't, sadly, no. And the White Horse is the same. It doesn't. Oh, right. I lost you for a second there. Hopefully you're all back. No, it's sad they're doing that. But I suppose when I was in with my friends yesterday, and it's all very young people, and I think you have to assume that most of them have no idea who Inspector Morse was. I think it's from that. But it is a shame, because there's still a lot of people come to Oxford, maybe not specifically to do a Morse Lewis Endeavour tour, but certainly if they're fans, they'll want to do it. Because again, another friend who follows my stream, Tom, he was here last week, and he absolutely adored seeing the locations used for the TV series. But yes, sadly, Tough Tavern, White Horse, I've got nothing showing connection. Oh no, hold on. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. No, the White Horse does. It's got one picture up of Morse and Lewis at near the front window. That's right. That's right. Apologies, White Horse. You do still have a connection. Yeah, but nothing in the Tough Tavern that I could see either. Does that make us old? I'm saying nothing, Rob. I'm saying nothing. So, now, remember Endeavour, Joan returned to Oxford after she left after the Coda episode. So I think it's that door she's supposed to live. Remember, she has a party, she invites Endeavour, and then Endeavour meets the French girl, and they of course start having a relationship, which sadly meant more to Endeavour than it did to her. But I think it's that one, because Endeavour walks down from this street, Blackhall Road, and he walks down and goes in. Yeah, I think it's that one, but don't quote me. How are we doing time wise? Right. Yeah, sadly, Rob. I mean, it's scary when you do think that the first Morse episode was 1987, so that's 38 years ago. Yikes! And you look at Lewis. I mean, Lewis was started in 2006, and then Endeavour 2010, I think. So I mean, yeah, even those, it's don't want to think about it. I wonder if they've finished all the work, because there was a lot of construction work when I think it was in May, outside the Pit Rivers, but I think they've looks like they're finished. It's all reopened again. Isn't that sky lovely though? Again, I look at the camera and it looks very blue. If I look at it naturally, just as it is, it's not. It's not. It's just, yeah, it's dark-ish. So, as I said, I'm assuming this app, YouTube, makes it things a bit brighter than they are, which is a great thing, of course, if you're walking around at night. But yeah, there's the Pit Rivers, which was used in Morse, Lewis and Endeavour. It's not very often that happens. But it's an amazing building. Yeah, it looks like all this construction work's finished. I suppose it was more renovation than construction work. I think it was more renovation work they were doing. But yes, it looks like it's all done. Which, no, saying, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, it does look like it's all done. It's a great building. Because it was up there in the episode, Lewis episode, Expiation, where the optometrist was going to throw himself off, and his children as well, but Hathaway saved them. If that's the right word, but yeah, he did save him, managed to talk him down, as it were. And of course, him and Lewis get the wrath of innocent because of what he did in front of all the police, all the public and cameras, etc. Remember, of course, he was holding on to the optometrist's hand and threatening to let him go, and he gets a rollicking for that. Because Innocent's got a migraine because of all the heat she's taken from her superiors. Rob, I have to ask the question: who shed a tear at the pilot? Oh, the pilot episode of Endeavour. Oh, me. Yeah, I still get very emotional when I watch it. Don't cry anymore, but I cried the first time. Yeah, I mean, that just shocked me as well, seeing the eyes of John Thaw in the mirror. That, as I said, that was wonderfully written. That was a great idea by Russell Lewis, the writer and creator of Endeavour. That was just genius. It was genius. And yeah, God, I was crying. It just really, and it just took me by surprise when that happened. I was not expecting that. Chuckles, sorry Rob, have not had the chance to see the pilot episode. Oh God, sorry I gave you spoilers, Chuckles. Try and watch it though. Hopefully I haven't spoiled it for you. But yeah, it's because of course Russell was only expecting to do the pilot episode, nothing else. He wasn't expecting it to go to series. Of course, I'm sure he was hoping it would there'd be a series, but you can never judge how people will react, especially to something like, you know, a prequel to the original Morse series. That was a big leap of faith by Russell and ITV. But he did a good job, Russell Lewis, in the pilot episode. Hit all the right... Thank you, Rob. Yeah, we were talking about it on my stream 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think, about our favourite pilot episode, and it's very hard. It's very hard to say which is. I don't think I could. It's very. If you try to put what the best pilot episode of Morse, Lewis, Endeavour, it's very difficult. For me, it changes. Sometimes it's the Morse, sometimes it's Lewis, sometimes it's Endeavour. But it's a close run thing. So no worries. This specific spoiler makes me want to view. Yeah, please do. Yeah, it's, as I said, it's such a good episode. Russell did a wonderful job with it, and Fred Thursday played by the wonderful Roger Allam. Though, as I said at the time, I'm surprised. I'd love to ask Russell, because I've never seen an answer or been asked it, why he didn't bring in McNutt as Endeavour's mentor, because we all know from Morse that Masonic Mysteries that McNutt was his mentor. So I don't think I've ever seen an answer to that question, why didn't use him, why he brought a new person in, Fred Thursday. But it worked because Roger Allam was wonderful, really brought that character to life. And so, I mean, Sean Evans did a great job. The only criticism I had of Sean was that he didn't watch any of the Morse episodes. He read some of the books, but I think he should have watched some of the original Morse episodes, if for no other reason, just to maybe take up some of John Thaw's Morse mannerisms, which would have been nice, because Russell Lewis did say the prequel Endeavour series was based on the Morse TV series, not the books. So I was always surprised that Sean read some of the books but didn't watch any of the television. Sean did say he didn't want to be heavily influenced, but I still think he should watch a few, because if you're a Morse fan, you know that he's got quite a few mannerisms, Inspector Morse, via John Thaw. So I think the Thursday ending was way out of character. Absolutely, I absolutely agree, Rob. I think sadly it was a terrible ending, a terrible way to end it. I would have preferred Thursday to have died than have that happen, because my thought might happen, because of course Morse fans want to know why is Thursday never mentioned again, and that sort of happens because of what happened. But yeah, I thought that was a totally out of character. I think Russell was struggling, and yes, because my thought was, have Thursday killed off, and then Endeavour blames himself for Thursday's death, and that's why the older Morse never mentioned him, because he still feels guilty about it. I think that would have been better, and I thought that was going to happen when he collapsed in Exeter College, which of course is reminiscent of when Morse died in the final episode, Remorseful Day. Isn't McNutt mentioned in the last episode? He's actually mentioned a couple of times. He was mentioned in the first episode of the third series, I think, Ride. I think he's mentioned in that. We're in the pub, and because there's talk about the police station splitting people up and going to different places, and Thursday does say, I could put you on to McNutt, he's a good guy, and etc. But yeah, I think you're right. Also, he's mentioned in the final episode. But yeah, I think so, Rob. I think the death would have made much more sense, as I said, for various reasons. But make it that, as I said, that Endeavour blamed himself. Yeah, and again, I wasn't a big fan of the. I know a lot of people did like it, but I didn't like I thought the ending of Endeavour, the Jag passes by with the John Thaw lookalike. I think that was too reminiscent of the pilot episode. I can see he was trying to make that connection. I thought that didn't work for me. I know it worked for a lot of people, but no, it didn't work for me. But as I said, as one of the few, I think it didn't like the ending. So this is Wadham College. I stayed in here, I think it was heavens to Betsy, I think it's about 2 years ago. It was wonderful. Sadly, I was staying in the modern accommodation, so I was hoping to get in the older accommodation, but it's still lovely to be part of Wadham. The breakfast was thrown in as part of the cost. and that was in the huge Wadham College dining room, which is beautiful. So that was nice having breakfast in there. Chuckles, honestly, the performance of Sean might not have been as authentic if he would try initiate or imitate Thaw's specific mannerisms. But I do agree some reference would have been nice. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, that's why, I think you're right. It's possible that Sean, maybe if he had watched too much of the original Morse, would have been trying to imitate John, which is not a good idea, try and do that. But yeah, I think just maybe pick up in things like one of the big mannerisms you've seen Morse do, John Thaw's Morse, one, he would put his fingertips together, his hand would be split, and he'd put his fingertips together and then put it to his face, and that was something that Inspector Morse did a lot in the original series. Are you there, Saturday? I am. Hello, Sebastian. Yes, I am Sebastian, yes. But yes, but again, it's down to that subjective thing, isn't it? What you like and dislike. I know there's a lot of episodes in Endeavour which I didn't like, and people loved it. So, but it's that old thing. Thank God we don't all like the same thing, because my God, what a boring world it would be. We all like the same books and movies and TV, etc. But I mean, people criticise me for criticising the Endeavour series, but I said that's what I plan to do. I criticise Morse and Lewis as well. I was just trying to be very honest. But as I said, I always said it's just my opinion. It's not the only opinion. It might not even be the right opinion, but it's just an opinion. You either take it or you say, no, I don't agree. That's busy as well. That's the King's Arms over there. That was only used once in the Morse universe. It was used in the Morse episode, the brilliant Morse episode Deadly Slumber. It was used right at the beginning. And so that's the only time that was ever used in the Morse universe, the King's Arms. Again, that's busy as well. Heavens. Shouldn't say there's no money, but there's plenty in there drinking. They do have food in there as well, but it's not cheap, like most of Oxford, really, to be honest. But it's a nice pub. They do a nice cider, which I like. And then you've got to the right of the pub, that's Holywell Street, which was used again in Morse, Lewis and Endeavour many times. Again, it's a nice street. It connects you from here. We're coming up to Broad Street here, and it connects you onto the High Street. Right, I'll just do another short few minutes. The Clarendon building there. And I'll just show you the bridge of size and the like, and then this is Broad Street here, yes. Again, it's been used, definitely Lewis, definitely Morse. Is Broad Street used in Endeavour? I need to check my book. I don't think it was used in Endeavour. Probably it's too modern for Endeavour to be used. I don't think it was. The Crown is best for fish and chips. Is it? Oh, right. Unfortunately, I'm a vegetarian, Sebastian. That's a good point. BNC. Was it Broad Street they used? You might be right. I would not argue with you, because it'd be the right kind of good. It's a good street to use for that sort of thing. Was it Broad Street? I need to check my book or my website to find out. I think you might be right. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure. I should know. The paint attack, yes. Oh, so you, Sebastian, right? So why do you know it's got the best fish and chips then, Sebastian? Sure, I'm assuming that's just through word of mouth, Sebastian, that it's the best fish and chips. 'Cause in Edinburgh, sadly in Edinburgh, there's very few good chippies now where you can get a decent bag of chips. I don't know what it is, what's happening, but it's got it. So yeah, I don't have to say much more about that, do I? Very famous. Right, we'll finish just down here at the Radcliffe Square. I'll just show you this, of course. Ooh. The old legs are short. Ooh, here we go. Right. Yeah, look at the Bodleian there. Because again, this is probably the most famous for location-wise for filming in the episode Twilight of the Gods. So I eat fish and dairy products, but not meat. Yeah. Again, it's a lovely location. I think that's probably its most famous episode is Twilight of the Gods for this location. It was used in Lewis. Endeavour, I think, as well. I think it was definitely used. Oh yes, of course, because in Fugue, out behind the building, it's terrible. I'm forgetting the name of this building. It's absolutely terrible. I'm getting old. Is when he gets stabbed and he comes out of this building, and of course Jim Strange finds him. So that's probably the most famous in as far as Endeavour's concerned. But yeah, lovely. Right, so watch my feet now going down the stairs.
Oh my god, like if
Oops.
someone was going at really high speed, like full force.
What time is it anyway?
And I was like shitting myself.
What is it about one? So it must be about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But you know what surprised me? I don't know what you think, but I'm not a big fan of getting chips and the like from the vans that are parked around. But it was in May, and about filming, it was about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and there was a van. Where was it parked now? Oh, it was actually on Broad Street, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go and see what it's like, and it was so good. I just was, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised how good it was. And the lovely Bodleian. Oh, doors are still open. Silence. Have to quiet. Oh, yeah, I can walk through. Yeah, I mean, this has been used in all the series, Morse, Lewis, Endeavour. Incredible building. I'd love to see so much of it, but I've done the tour, but you don't see a lot, sadly. But yeah, it'd be nice to see behind the scenes, as it were. Oh, so 15 minutes to 8, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be later than that. I forgot when I started the stream. But yeah, I'd love to see behind the scenes, but unfortunately you have to be a student or no, it is opened, or a researcher, that sort of thing, before they let you in, or get a car to use it properly so you could see more of it. But I'd say it's still worth doing the tour. But yeah, like to see a body in the Bodleian. Oh. So the Radcliffe camera course, again, love to see inside of that properly. Of course, you have to be a university student to do that. It's wonderful. That's All Souls College over there. They had a lot of renovation last year, but thankfully that's all done now. So did Exeter. This is Exeter over here. This bit here is the raised part of the Exeter College Fellows Garden. Again, love that garden. Love that raised area because you can look all the way around. It's just really nice. This is Brasenose College here. Again, lovely. Well, they're all nice, especially the older ones, of course. There's a few modern ones. Brasenose Lane, God, that's been used so many times in all the series, Brasenose Lane. You can get a sort of general look inside through the window. But yeah, I'd like to get inside that building someday. Maybe I'll win the lottery and donate some money, they'll let me go and have a look. Oh, there's a big sign up, that wasn't there yesterday. It's in Brasenose College. They're still welcoming students. I thought all the students were now ensconced in their colleges. Yeah, it wasn't there yesterday, but no, nothing like advertising who you are. And there is where I'm going tomorrow, right up to the top. It's where they do all the filming of the skyline of Oxford. You'll see that in all Morse and Lewis Endeavour, plus of course films and TV series that have a connection to Oxford. But that's University College of St Mary the Virgin Church. And what was nice as well, I found out when I came in May that, as many of you would know, that the Vaults and Garden Cafe, which is just down there, it was going to be closed. There was some problem with the leasehold or something, and it was going to be closed. But there was a huge outcry and petitions and all that. So I'm assuming it got saved. Thank heavens. Who are you there with? Someone from the usual? No, unfortunately not. Candice was supposed to be with me, but unfortunately she's not well. But hopefully she'll be here with me on Thursday, so you can listen to someone else's voice other than mine's. And me and Candice can have a blather as well, and hopefully that'll be better. So yeah, definitely I'll be doing another one on Thursday. Somewhere different, of course. I've got a few ideas what I'm going to do. Because it's great now I'm not limited to having to find somewhere with Wi-Fi. But yes, so they'll do that. I'll start that about maybe 7:30, and then 7:30, 7:45, and then move off at 8 o'clock. Find somewhere to sit first and then move off at 8 o'clock. Because it's good though, I thought it'd be too dark to film, but as I said again, when I look naturally out, it's dark. Of course, apart from the light, but it's still, most of it's dark. But looking at the screen, it looks like it's lit up like daytime, which is quite wonderful. I'm glad to see that. But there's the nice Vaults Garden Cafe, which thankfully seems to be saved. Yeah, again, it's a little bit expensive, but it's Oxford. Edinburgh's the same. You're paying for the location as well as the food and drink. Thank you, Rob. That's so. Thank you. I'm just so happy the quality is this good, because it's just. I hated trying to do the live streams and they were terrible condition, because I wanted to show people, especially those who don't live in Britain, don't really get a chance to come to Oxford, just to give them some sort of experience of Oxford. But now it's happening. That's good. So I'll turn the camera so you can see my big ugly face. Now it looks dark when I'm. That's funny, so I turned it this way and it looks dark. Anyway, so I'll try and get my face a bit there. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too boring. Can Oxford be boring? No, my voice can. But Oxford, it's hard for, again, like in Edinburgh, they're not boring towns, well, cities. But I think Oxford's a bit like Edinburgh as well. They've got a sort of village feel to them, because certain parts of the cities feel they're not part of the city, if that makes sense. But so yeah, thank you everyone. I'm going to go off maybe and get another pint now. So yeah, thank you everyone. You take care, and hopefully I might see you again on Thursday. Good night, everyone. Take care, and thank you so much for the comments as well. That's lovely. Thank you so much.